all of those external things are fantastic and wonderful, and we've talked about trends to be aware of and the ecosystem that really can work for companies, but that's not aligned with your internal culture, mission, vision, values, the brand promise that you're saying you can deliver. Like the restaurant,
Exactly.
They pick up the phone and what you're promising isn't in alignment with what they're getting. It's a broken system.
Yeah.
You've lost them. Yeah.
So talk about the importance of those internal elements being in complete alignment with that external brand promise.
It's so actually kind of funny because when you ask, like, what is the core? What is the first thing you need to start with? I knew Eric was going to start with the
that's right,
marketing
I did,
ecosystem, with the website and whatever. And for me, it's the core value and the mission of your company.
Yes.
It's like, what is truly at the core of the why? Why are we in business? What are we out to accomplish? And who are we doing this for? And how do we want to do it? How do we want to show up? So having your mission and your core values well defined and actually authentically expressed when no one else is listening, right? Making sure that's that authentic experience. Then when someone calls or takes an action or, you know, whatever externally is entering your internal world, they're having that consistent experience. And then you're building trust, and then they become brand ambassadors for you. Then your employees become brand ambassadors as well. GenCap is a great example of this. You guys spent a long time going through like the who we are kind of phase and making sure your external brand aligned with that authentic, we are killers in this market. We know what we're doing. We've got the best of the best here. We're not shy about it, you know, and when people interact with GenCap, the employees are like, heck yeah, that's me, right? And they're high-fiving each other, and they're like, we're better together, and it's a whole rally cry, and everyone seizes that opportunity, but it matches, it aligns, and that trust, once it's broken, is also amplified, right? Because of how easy it is for anyone to vent on social media or share one horrible experience can be, you know, so exaggerated and whatnot, that making sure you're having that authentic, cohesive brand experience internally and externally, I think is just huge.
Yeah, and good that you touched on that, because Liger is named after the movie Napoleon Dynamite, but it also means strategy and execution. And when we start with strategy, we may look at those kind of three categories, but we start with the business first. Mm-hmm. So the first thing we want to understand is, where are you as a business? And then we can layer marketing on top of that. That makes us different from an agency, because the agency is just like, what do you want to do? Like, what are we marketing? And we're like,
here's a campaign.
Yeah, and we want to look at the business. And I've had several very uncomfortable discovery sessions with clients or potential clients, I guess, because I don't think they ended up being that, where we talked to them about their business, and then they wanted to do a marketing approach that didn't match who they really were. Mm-hmm. And we had to have that honest conversation. Like, I had one with this company. It was an amazing company, but to do what they wanted to do, they were gonna have to change out their entire staff. And they were like, yeah, but we just want you to, and I'm like, yeah, and we go do that, it's gonna fail. It's gonna be
flop.
Terrible. Your people don't wanna do that. That's not how you're structured. Like, the second you make the first sale off that message, it's not gonna be authentic to what you did, so you're gonna lose the deal anyway. So why are we having this conversation? Like, well, why don't you just want to, no, you can't. I mean, you can, but it's the same way that if you've ever been into a company that tries to adopt something another company's doing, you can always tell.
Yeah.
Yes,
You can smell how
it's
fake
an
it is.
imitation.
Yeah.
A non-authentic experience. Yeah.
Immediately.
And B2B so often is relational.
100%.
That you've got to, they have to trust you in order to pay you thousands or millions of dollars for a thing. It's a high-risk decision, as Eric made. It's a long-term decision. There's high stakes. Their job could be on the line for it. They have to be able to trust the person they're interacting with. And if they've had a disconnected experience with your brand at any point along the way, they're going to be suspicious or critical of it.